Hey there! Thanks for stopping by and checking out our course snippet, taken from the Web Development Masterclass. In our course, we teach the full web development lifecycle, including all the latest web technologies and cloud hosting frameworks. For full course details and registration, please visit the link down below in the info section.
We can create custom animations using the jQuery Animate method. Let's start with a basic example. We'll create a script that animates the movement of an element moving from one position to another, as seen here. We can see that the square moves from left to right after we click the Start Animation button. Now let's go through the script to illustrate how this works. First, we create a div element and give it an ID, in this case, square. Next, we create our button with the label Start Animation. Next, we create a style sheet in our head tag. The style rules will be applied to the square, so we'll set the ID selector to square. Now we need to create several style definitions that will be applied to the square. The background of the square was blue. The height and width was 160 by 160 pixels. There is a small margin to keep a bit of a gap between the square and the button. So we set the margin top attribute to 5 pixels. We've also assigned a position attribute and set it to absolute. The reason is that elements by default have a static position, and we explain that in the CSS section of this course. Static elements cannot be moved. To manipulate the position, the element must be positioned as either relative, fixed, or absolute. Once the style rules have been created, we can go ahead and create the script. Now the script is fairly straightforward. We start with our document.ready function. Next, we apply a click event to the button. And that's what specifies that the next action should begin when the button is clicked. Okay, then we create the animate action and apply it to the square. So once the button is clicked, we want to animate the square. The animate method has a few parameters. So first, left 800 pixels. That means that the object will move 800 pixels from the left side. So it'll move in the right direction 800 pixels. The next parameter, 1000, is the speed at which the element moves. In this case, we've set it to 1000, and that equates to 1000 milliseconds or 1 second. And that's all there is to it. That's how this animation effect was created.